Colorado Springs is now one of the top 10 emerging destinations in the world, according to a new report, and one of the only 2 U.S. spots to make that coveted list. KRDO News Channel 13's Colby Crosley joins us now live with what the honor means for the Springs. Colby.
Bryn, normally behind me you can see a pretty big 14er that is a pretty big draw for Colorado Springs here, but obviously the clouds have started rolling as we expect that snow. But we spoke to the president and CEO of Visit Colorado Springs and to see what exactly this ranking means for the city of Colorado Springs. The majesty of Pikes Peak and the beautiful Garden of the Gods, just 2 reasons why the Springs area made the worldwide top 10.
But when you get this sort of recognition, you can't buy this.
Colorado Springs has a growing economy, booming housing market, and is a recognized hub for tourism in the western United States. Doug Price, president and CEO of Visit Colorado Springs, says this doesn't come as a shock to them because even though they were trending down with the pandemic, in a way they were still trending up.
The city of Colorado Springs in 2020's overall hotel occupancy was 50%. Which was the lowest since 1986. But that said, we ranked 7th in the country in overall hotel occupancy.
But with so many people moving to Colorado Springs as is, will this ranking affect the already booming housing market in a negative way?
I don't believe so. When you build a city that people want to visit, you build a city where people want to live. And when people need to live someplace, people need to work.
And as we continue to climb out of the global pandemic, Price says that they are excited to see the Springs continue to grow on an international scale and can't wait to welcome more visitors again this year.
So I believe that this year will be a slow recovery, but once groups are allowed to gather and the capacity levels go up, we are anticipating a strong second half of 2021.
So what was the other U.S. city to crack the top 10 on this emerging destinations list? Well, that was Panama City Beach, Florida. With that, we'll send it back to you here live in Colorado Springs. Colby Crosley, KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, Colby, thank you.